Hey guys, it's Will, and I feel that one of the most popular complaints lobbied against Pokemon games nowadays is the over-reliance on Pokemon based on inanimate objects. So today, instead of talking about the good in these Pokemon, I'm talking about the worst. Here's the top 10 worst inanimate object Pokemon, and also this is based on a Kotaku forum thread, link in the description to that. And before we start, here are the prerequisites to be on this list. Let's get started. Number 10 is Grimer and Muck. Quite frankly, I've always hated these two Pokemon. They're literally just two piles of sludge. Like, that's it. They're actually shit. When Grimer evolves, what does it become? A bigger Grimer. When Muck uses Minimize, it basically just becomes a Grimer again. I sort of just really hate these two, and I don't have any real valid reason why. Also, Muck spelled backwards is cum, and its shiny isn't even white. Come on, Game Freak, get your shit together. Number 9 is the ice cream. Not gonna lie here, I actually like the ice cream quite a bit. I mean, it's ice cream. And I'm pretty sure that everybody likes ice cream, except for lactose intolerant people. And maybe even some of them like ice cream. And most people, even lactose intolerant people, like Pokemon. And honestly, I love the ice cream, and why is the ice cream on the list? You know what? Fuck that. Number 9 is Voltorb and Electrode. Ooh, an angry upside down Pokeball. Seriously, fuck Gen 1. For those of you who don't know, Generation 3 has always been my favorite, but this duo and one more Pokemon on this list is from Gen 3, and they're bad Pokemon. I'll admit that. I never really understood Lunatone and Solrock. I feel like I would like them a lot more if they sort of had some sort of, I guess, ancient significance, like what they did with Unown in Gen 2. I hope you get what I mean here, sort of like two ancient Pokemon that were culturally important in the Pokemon world, like one represented the moon, well, obviously they represent the moon. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I don't like Lunatone and Solrock. They're pretty shitty. Number 7 is the Geodude family. My hate for these three immensely stupid rock types began in Generation 5 and moved on to Generation 6 with the advent of the incredible buff that Sturdy got. My real hate for them began in Gen 6 when I had to go level grind before the Elite Four. I would make it to Victory Road and use Surf on these guys, which would normally kill them in any other generation prior. But no. Focus Sash Sturdy keeps these things alive, and they just go boom with Explosion or Self-Destruct, impeding my progress. I hate these three Pokemon. They're ugly, basically useless due to their typing, and just stupid. Number 6 is the Keys. Now, the Keys is good and competitive. The Keys isn't a bad Pokemon, but nevertheless, I hate the Keys. It's Keys. It's useless. It's way too good and competitive. It fucks everything up. People lose Keys. Unlike the ice cream, Keys is not a universally loved thing. I don't like the Keys. They're dumb. They're Keys! Number 5 is Unown. Unown is useless. It's 28 of the exact same useless Pokemon. You'll hear me use that word a lot. Useless. All it knows is Hidden Power, which with Unown's useless stats, does absolutely nothing. Unown is terrible, and the only reason it isn't number 4 or even higher on this list is the sort of air of mystery that surrounds these Pokemon, with the whole Ruins of Alph music being the same as the Azure Flute theme and its possible relationship with Arceus, and how cool it was in the movie. Number 4 is Diglett and Dugtrio. Diglett and Dugtrio are dumb. They're based off Whack-A-Mole, which infuriates me. The only reason they've ever been used in the history of the universe is that one time against Lieutenant Surge, and other than that, they're awful. They're not good Pokemon. Fun fact about Dugtrio, in Pokemon Yellow, Giovanni has a Dugtrio that only knows ground moves. You can beat Dugtrio with a level 1 Pidgey. Keep that in mind. Number 3 is Zenmo Darmanitan, however the hell you want to pronounce it. This thing is useless. It goes from this cool looking fire demon to being this stupid blue walnut. It just gets slow and ugly, and it just sits there. I actually have like no other reasons why I hate Zenmo Darmanitan this much, and why it's so high on the list, but I just do. It's ugly, it's dumb, it is a blue walnut that devolves from a fire demon. Number 2 is Klinklang, the stupid gears. I mean, I like the ice cream for crying out loud, but Klinklang, KKK, whatever they are, they're just stupid gears. The only half-decent stat this thing has is defense, and it's not even good at that. especially in Gen 6 onward where Steel loses several of its resistances. I hate Klinklang. It's stupid and ugly, and Gears and Kling evolve into Klinklang. I think that's the second one's name, Klang. Yeah, I had that written, Klinklang. Number 1 is Nosepass and Probopass. Did we really need a nose Pokemon? It's actually a nose. Like, that's it. I don't even like noses on people all that much, not meaning that everyone should just go Michael Jackson and lose their noses. They're just weird. Especially as someone who has had their nose broken, I don't like noses. Now, Nosepass wouldn't be so bad, except they evolved it into a nose with a mustache who has smaller noses orbiting around it. It's like some sort of weird nose-based solar system, and that makes me really uncomfortable. Probopass is more number 1 than Nosepass, but I couldn't really take the same evolution family and have them take the top, or well, bottom 2. Also, is Nosepass supposed to look like Mario? Because it always reminds me of Mario, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like Mario. And by Nosepass, I mean Probopass, because it's got the mustache. I really don't know. Screw the nose.
What's going on, guys? I'm HoodlumScrafty for those of you that don't know me, and today I'm going to let you know why I hate Klefki. First off, they're based on keys, which is pretty lame in my opinion. Secondly, it gets Prankster, which is an ability that makes all your non-damaging moves priority. And then it just gets a bunch of annoying non-damaging moves to go with it. I usually love Prankster Pokemon, but Klefki is just stupid. It gets Thunder Wave to half your speed and give you a chance to not move, Swagger to raise your attack and confuse you, so you're hurting yourself in confusion or being paralyzed, and then on top of that, has the nerve to set up a Reflect just so your attacks are halved in damage. And then just to top it all off, it gets Foul Play, which takes your attack stat and uses it against you. It just makes everything luck based, and if you end up getting unlucky, it can just be this endless cycle of being paralyzed or hurting yourself in confusion until you end up dying because it keeps spamming Foul Play and getting, recovery back from leftovers. It's obviously not impossible to deal with, but since I enjoy battling competitively, having to deal with this thing is just no fun.